WBF,
Yeah,
which is
the World Boxing Federation. So you got the 4 majors, which is like the WBO, WBA, WBC, IBF. They've been around 50, 100 years. And then you've got like 4 new ones that have been made since the 80s. So you got like, say your AFL, which are the 4 majors. This is like, say, the waffle equivalent. So, you know, so this is like the WBF, which is one of them ones. But like Roy Jones Jr., Evander Holyfield, they fought for this world title. So it's like, I think it's like a title that people fight maybe if they're trying to make a name for themselves, or maybe at the end of their careers, or it's still a world title. It's legitimate world title, and I was offered it, so I took it obviously. And if I win this, it'll make me closer, you know, to where I want to be, which is one of the major world titles. And I've been offered, hopefully, you know, that at the end of the year, early next year, so it depends on where this puts me up in the ratings, because the guy I'm fighting's got a hectic record, like it's crazy. So that will definitely put me up the ratings in each one.
well,
I think they're looking at WBO major for me, which means depending on how far this gets me up, I'll either, you know, if I'm up enough, they might be able to get it for me, or I have to fight for a global WBO, and then I can maybe fight for the major. So I don't even know all this shit about belts and this and that. I've only worked it out because of all this talk about this fight. So before this, I just thought, you fight for a fucking world title and that's it. I didn't know about all this other shit, but I'm working out as I go.
Well, this guy has got a lot of experience from the looks of it. He's got like 100 fights under his belt.
Yeah, and a lot of wins.
Yeah. So he's not going to be a walk in the park.
No, he's like one of the hardest people.
And
he's been a world champion twice, so.
You ready?
Yeah, of course I'm ready. Yeah.
You've been working hard?
Yeah, been working hard, definitely.
When you flying out?
Tomorrow.
And the fight is on the following week or 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right, so you're going to do the usual boot camp that you do there and training?
No, I'm just going to spar for the next 9 days. Usually you stop sparring a week out, but I'll keep going until Tuesday. The fight's on Sunday, so I'll keep sparring to 5 days out, because I haven't had much sparring for the last couple of weeks. I only fought 2 weeks ago, and I hurt my elbow a tiny bit. So I've taken 2 weeks off and heaps of cardio, and now just 9 days of as hard sparring as I can do, I guess.
I love your dedication, man, and your mindset and your strength, because you don't have any support. You've been doing this on your own, from day one.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And it's hard enough when you've got a team behind you anyway to make it through, and you've done it all by yourself.
I've done it all my own. Like we want to talk like financially, sponsorship, support, like that. I've had help. You know, I've had friends help me, and people corner me, and people help me here and there, like with training and this and that. So like, I don't like to leave people out, obviously. But I've had no support, as in like, you know, like all my boys that fight for me. Anyone, you know, boys taken off the street. Joel fought 2 weeks ago. People don't realise that when they come to me, they've got like this beautiful gym. That's, you know, I look after it. If they need somewhere to stay, live, whatever, I always sort it. When they fight, I sort everything. You know, like to get them a spot on a fight, I have to buy, you know, several tables, their opponent, this, that, you know. They don't realise how much money I put forward, which I don't get anything for. I don't manage them. Like when they come to me, I'm not like, oh, I want you to become a world champion. I don't take them off the street. So 10 years later, they become a world champion. Mate, I don't get anything for any success they do, except for I help them get that success. They know that from day one. I'm like, I'm not your manager. I'm your brother. You know, like your mate, your dad, sort of, whatever. So these boys, like, they get everything. And mainly probably because I never got that, you know. So I try and offer that. I never had a dad or a support or a fucking community or a gym behind me, or, you know, normally these other people, they'll have like, you know, they'll go to a gym when they're younger and they'll end up being like guns, and then the gym will sports room, someone will fucking back and will saying, I came out of prison and I did it all on my own. That way anyway, yeah.
Brilliant. We just landed the sponsor for you, which is great.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Because we had this conversation a few days ago.
Yep.
And I think you felt sorry for me.
No.
And hopefully it'll be great for him too. I mean, like normally when you sponsor someone, it's a 1 in a million chance. You sponsor someone you like, some kid, whatever, or you like their story, and you know you might have to fucking hang in there for 20 or 30 fights, and it's like I said, it's a 1 in a million chance they make it. But you You know, if people have a crack, you know, like did that the other day, I'm right there at the end now, you know. So like, it's either like you know, I know I'm going to make it, but it's like for them, it's like it's almost there, you know. So they've got to miss all the bullshit, the first fucking everything else, you know. So I think it's good, you know, for everyone because obviously like I'm very thankful and I'll help out, you know, with them and get their name out there and all that as well, which I'd love, you know, I like to do anyway. If people can make something that's great for me, you know, if I can.
Yeah, exactly. So you win this fight. What's after that?
Win this fight, like I was saying, I want to have a shot at the major world title.
And that is
well, I'll
who's
speak.
next to
The
fight?
guy that hooked this fight up is talking about getting me. He's talking to WBO about getting me a shot at the major in December, January. But depending on this fight, because this guy's got a hectic record, it will put me right up there. Just I don't know how the system works. I don't know how this shit works. But if it's not up there enough, I've got to have another fight, which will be like a global, which is still a massive fight. And then hopefully, you know, he's aiming to get me that shot in December, January, he was saying.
And you're fighting in his homeland, man. I mean, this
next fight is in
he's
Thailand.
like a celebrity.
This guy's a celebrity over there, yeah, man. He's hectic over there. Apparently, he's fucking like real famous. He's like he was world champion for the major titles twice, and he's fought everything. I don't know how many fights he's had. I know he's had, like it says there, 100 boxing fights, but I think he's had like hundreds of other fights too. Bare knuckled, Muay Thai, everything. Did it all. So yeah, he's very well respected. He's like, I've been told that like at the fight, like I'm probably gonna have to get escorted out of there after the fight because it's gonna be that crazy. It's at Lupini Stadium, which is historical. They're saying it's the biggest fight in Asia, and it's gonna be like live broadcasts around the world, all over Asia.
What mental preparation you been doing and training?
Mental
in the last month.
I just don't really think about the mental side of things. I just keep pushing forward. That's how I live life. Like I don't worry about. People don't realise, like you know, like these boys that I have under me that they get to fight. They're just so lucky that all they have to do is worry about the fight. People don't realise for me to fight every time it's a hurdle. There's many hurdles for me to get over before I get to that fight. I'm doing a lot of things that I have to get through. You know, like I only knew yesterday. I signed this to fight this fight weeks and weeks ago, but I only knew yesterday that I could actually go. You know, Perth only told me yesterday I could actually go because that's a whole another load of bullshit
What do you
going
mean
on.
Perth told you yesterday?
So I have to ask permission to leave for fights because of who I used to be. I've got the coppers always fucking on my back because of who I was 10 years ago.
Who are you going with, Matt?
Who am I going with?
Yeah.
I just went to Thailand a few weeks ago and I had a couple of fights. I rocked up there on my own. So that was pretty random. Had 2 fights in 9 days on my own. But this time there'll be a lot of people coming, I think. A lot of people saying they're going to come and there'll be a team going this time. It's
That's
for a
good.
world title, so I need a few people.
Yep.
there. So, yeah, I mean, I'd still do it on my own, but I'm very thankful, hopefully. Like, there'll be some people there this time.
And you got a sponsor this time, which is good.
Yeah, it's great,
That's
man.
excellent.
Great bloke as well, too.
Yeah, top guy, Ben.
very
Ben
good.
is. How long before you find out about the French guy?
I think this guy's better probably than the French guy, man. This guy's got a better record. He's world champion twice. I think this guy's going to push me up there more than him. So
Right.
after this guy, it will be a bigger fight than both of them. So once I win, yeah.
Are you sleeping better?
Sleep's just, to me, it's just if I sleep, I'd sleep. If I don't,
If you
I get on
sleep.
with the day, you know. So like I sleep. I get a few hours no matter what. So, but I mean, you know, I might get maybe 2 to 5 hours sleep or something.
Is there anything that worries you before you get in the ring? Do you worry about anything?
Yeah,
before you
man.
get in
Of
the
course
ring?
I do. Yeah, people would be lying, I reckon, if they said they don't. I mean, if you ask me today or tomorrow or every day leading up to the fight, I'll say I'm fine because I generally am. I feel great, and I always do. I've got no worries in the world about the fight. And then for some reason, maybe the night before on the day, definitely on the day, I start doubting everything. I start thinking, did I do this? Did I do that? What if I just slip? What if I fucking, like I've never been dropped before. What was that one, why was that one time I get dropped, or I don't handle, this and that. You just think about all sorts of weird shit. What if, you know, like I freeze or get too much anxiety before, I drown myself before. There's heaps of stuff, man, that you think about. I think because this guy's going to be, you know, he's meant to be a much, you know, step up and a much better fight. I think that's going to do me favours. And there's going to be, you know, thousands and thousands of his, you know, his crew, his people there. And he's got a lot of fans, a lot of support. So I think that will help me. I'm an underdog. I always feel like, you know, and I think I thrive more. So me being an underdog is just only going to help me. I've had fights in smaller places where I can hear, like, you know, their team booing me or this and that, and I just thrive through that, man. It's better for me than me having, I think, people cheering for me. I don't know.
Do you study your opponents before you get in the ring? Do you have a look at their fights? Do you have a look at their style?
I might ask whoever's like helping me in the corner, training me. I might ask, you know, someone maybe on the day, you know, when I start, you know, getting my nerves. But like now, I've never seen any of his fights. I didn't even know his name, like his proper name until I looked on
one
Instagram.
of your strategy, your mental preparation that you're not interested in?
Not that I just don't, man. I just don't think about it. I just worry about, like, it's hard for me looking after all these fucking kids and teenagers and all these people around me, bro. And my own children, you know, and then the gym and everything I'm doing, bro. I don't have 5 minutes, bro, to look at videos of this guy. I'm lucky to get my main thing is, can I get a few hours training out every day? And I'm thankful if I can, because I need to. You know, that's the most important thing leading up to these fights. So,
well, that's pretty much like you walk in there blind, almost. Like you've got no idea what the guy's like. You've got no idea about his style and technique. And
I'll get time on the week of the fight, and I'll ask a few questions maybe and this and that. I haven't really had to. You know, I haven't really watched too many people, but this guy, maybe a few days before, I'll have a look, or someone around me will have a look for me. And I had someone today helping me at the gym, and he was saying the guy's going to do this, and this. They just add it in there and tell you, you know. So at the end of the day, you can study and this and that, but once you're in the ring, everyone's styles are different. Everyone fights so different that it's going to be different, you know, like anyway. So like when I'm out there, the way I fight so different and unique anyway. Like I'm going to change most people's the way they fight anyway. So it's like I could study that, go on there, and he's going to be doing different shit anyway because the way I fight. So, and he's, you know, and he's different too. Like you don't know if they're going to try to take your head off. You don't know if you might think, oh, this guy's like, you know, he's not that fit. So he might try and take my head off early. He might think his only chance is knocking me out in the first couple of rounds. He might like think he can outbox me, so he might outpace me and try and like just slow the fight and want me to fight on his terms, you know. But yeah, I don't really worry too much because I know the way that I fight so unique and different and awkward that, you know, I fuck up anyone's style. So it's always going to be, I can study it. That might work against me if I study him because I might have a different expectation. So I just wait, you know, like, so I don't know if it was Mike Tyson that said everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face. Do you remember that? I think that's what Mike Tyson said. I think.
And you do have a fucking awkward style of boxing, man. You know,
I'm relentless, man. I come forward relentlessly with an awkward style. It fucks people up, man. Like they don't know what to do. So it's good. And I don't like, you know, I've got one of them heads, that thankfully, so they can hit me and this and that, and I just keep coming. So you know what I mean? It's like the.
So far, you've been walking out with a pretty face still.
I think because I come at them so like hard and relentlessly, I don't think I give them many chances. Like to knock people out clean, I think you need to be like, you know, like throw a pure punch, like with, you know, like as you get tired, the punches get weak, obviously. And I think I make people pretty tired fast. I think at the very start they might have all their power, but they lose it pretty fast. And because I'm so awkward, I smother people a lot, and I feel like I've got great. My biggest defense is I feel like I've got great, like, you know, hand-eye coordination. I feel like I see all the punches. So because I'm so awkward, if I do see a punch and I'm going to get hit, I usually can like smother it, so it doesn't hurt me as much, or I miss it. I either miss it or I smother it. So like I don't really get hit much, and if I do, it's never really that hard because I stop it from, you know, I stop them clean shots from happening, I think.
Who have you got in your corner?
I don't know yet this fight because there's a few people saying they're coming. So CB Will's definitely coming. He's coming with me. He was supposed to come tomorrow, but he's coming Monday now, he reckons. So he'll be there, and yeah, we'll see for who else gets there because I don't know yet, but there'll be definitely people coming. There's a few people.
Are you eating better, or are you still eating pizzas and drinking Coke?
I still eat the exact same. I just eat less, and that's how I make weight.
Right.
And it works, man. Like, you know, like I don't need to eat certain things. So like, and I've still got heaps of energy, and maybe in the last day or two, I start feeling a bit tired, but I get it all back as soon as I weigh in and hydrate and eat food again, and it's working. If I start like, you know, if it wasn't working, I wouldn't do it. I'd probably eat like, you know, chicken and veggies and stuff. But at the moment, I'm getting away with it, and I'm still feeling fine and great, and I'm still fit, and I get out like, you know, all the rounds.
How old are you now, mate?
Early 30s.
Early 30s.
Yeah, I'm past my late 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you training every day?
Yeah, I train every day.
Yeah, so what's your routine like?
Like once again, my life's hectic, so my routine, I haven't got a routine, but I try to get my cardio out first of all, and then like, because it's fucking hard cardio, man. It's disgusting cardio, which I know no one else is doing. I know them other fighters aren't doing the cardio I do. Because I mean,
run me through that, Matt.
AFL players don't do what I do. I do cardio that anyone can do, but I just do it fucking, I believe, harder than anyone. Like, I will run 5K as quick as I can, and then I'll do like 4Ks of sprints. But I mean, when I say 5K as quick as I can, I'll run it in like, you know, 17 minutes 30, 17. Like, I try and beat times, and they're quick times, man. Like, that's above like, you know, AFL, their averages. And then I'll do 4K straight after that with sprints. So I might jump. Now I run on the treadmill a fair bit to protect my legs, which I guess is good. People say it's cheating a tiny bit. I actually think it's harder because I run on the road too. I think it's harder than the treadmill. I feel like they don't look after, unless they're like washing the fucking belt every single day and cleaning it. It doesn't ride perfect and smooth. So I feel like it's almost running against you a tiny bit, you know. And but that's just like a debate, I guess. But anyway, I do sprints on that. So like I might do a minute on like level 22, 23, which is like really fast, and I'll do that for a minute off. I might do 3-minute round, so I might put it on like 19 or 20, do that for 3 minutes, a minute off, 3 minutes, because that's the round. So shit like that I do after that 5K run, which I always, no matter what, I do that 5K run as quick as I can, and then I'll add on to that. So if it's not the sprints, I'll do like, I'll get on the bike and I'll do sprints on that. Everything's just a sprint. And if I'm having a break, it's 1 minute, you know? And it's going, it's shit that like, I go as hard as I can, like, yeah.
What do you think you need to improve on?
I just need to keep, I need to train more, and I need to keep repeating. Boxing is just basic stuff. I mean, it's how many punches you throw in a boxing? 6 or 7 punches. I think that's all there is. It's really basic. You just got to repeat the basics, heaps and heaps. So I just got to keep repeating. I just got to get my natural reaction. I just need to keep doing that every day, so it comes out naturally in the fight, because that's all it is. So if you're doing it every day for hours, it's natural, just like, you know, slip and then right, or fucking, you know, parry, jab, whatever, like, and just keep doing it. That's all, you know, that's all boxing is. Obviously, you want to get it right first, which takes a long time. You know? I make it sound like it's easy, but repeating the basics is so fucking hard, because, I mean, like, when you're boxing right, it's so awkward. And people like, oh, I'm a natural, this and that. Mate, trust me, it's not natural for anyone. When you first box, you're teaching your body to move differently. So it's like when you see babies, you know, like walking for the first time, they're wobbly and that. That's what it should look like. And that's how it feels. It's very, very fucking awkward. So you got to get really good at that first, which is fucking hard, because you're changing all your body dynamics. And then once you've got that, and you're still learning forever to try and get that right, then you repeat the basics from that, you know, which could be just the jab or the one, and so on. So yeah, I just gotta, when people say, what do you work this, that, what do you need to do, you gotta keep repeating the basics forever, and you're never gonna really master it. I don't think anyone can ever fucking be perfect.
I'll be dialing in watching that fight, that's for sure.
This next one?
Yeah,
it's good. It's gonna be good fun.
Absolutely. What do you reckon, Ben?
Fight.
No. You going to watch the fight?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Ben gets into it, actually.
What time it is? I mean, I love the UFC.
Did you watch the last couple of fights?
I didn't get a chance. I was trying to find stuff, but
It was, I sent it, you have to like send it there, like, this will be different, because it's like, you know, it's going to be on, you'll be able to find this a lot easier. So yeah, you'll be able to watch it. I don't know what time it's going to be at, man. It's like, I don't know if I think I'm the main event, and I know the fight started at 4 o'clock, so it's probably going to be like at 10 or 11 o'clock, I would have thought.
So who are you speaking to there to organise all that? You speaking to his manager, or I mean,
I've got a manager.
Have you spoken
I've
to
got
this
a manager,
guy?
but
Does he speak English?
the guy over there
the
is
boxer.
the guy I'm fighting.
Yeah.
I've never heard. I haven't spoken to him. I have no
okay.
idea. I think he's been like in movies and shit, man. So he would speak English. He's like pretty famous over there, so he'd definitely be able to speak English. And I mean, he would have fought all around the world, having like a few and all the people that he's fought some big fucking names in boxing.
Is there anything you want to tell him before the fight?
Oh, I don't really fucking. I'm not
You
like
don't
that.
get
I
into
don't
the
do
shit.
it. Nah, probably should. Maybe it'd work better for me. I don't know. I don't really care. I don't want to say anything. I just want to.
You just
want
wanna
to beat him.
fight.
I want to win. I want to be the world champion. And I don't think anyone's going to beat me in that ring, man. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So, what you reckon is your father going to watch this fight, or because I think he missed the last
he
fight
missed the
as well.
first one, and he said, "Mate, don't worry, son. 100%. I'm going to be there for the second one. Like no matter what." He's like, "I don't care. Like whatever Diana tries to stop me, whatever this that, I'm coming."
And he didn't turn up.
No, he didn't come. He didn't come. And,
Okay, is he going to turn up to this
and
one
then he
here?
said he's going to pick me up from the airport.
This is the world championship,
World
right?
title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a world title.
Yeah,
fight.
he said,
Is
mate,
he going to come?
he told me he wouldn't miss his son's world title for the world, for anything. He goes, there's nothing in life that will come in between. He goes, mate,
That's good.
he's like, mate, someone could say, you got to go to this world title fight. That's what he said to me. You can go to this world title fight, or I'm going to take all your finances, everything you own, send everything. And he goes, mate, I'll fucking say, take it, mate. I'm coming to this world title. That money means nothing.
coming.
That's what he said.
All right, Matty, good luck.
Thank you.
And no doubt you'll come back with that belt. And
Come back.
I'm
world
looking
champion.
forward to seeing the fight, man.
Yeah, wicked.
All the best.
That's my brother.